Hi and welcome to the Urban Seer channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're doing another pick a card reading and we're going to be focusing on the divine masculine. So what is he thinking and feeling, and what is coming up for this connection, this current connection with your divine masculine. So you can apply this to any partnership as well. So who resonates for like the masculine energy in your relationship. And we're starting off as usual with the 3 piles. So card number 1, we have Justice. Card number 2, the Moon. Card number 3, the World Cosmos. We're using the Muse Tarot deck today as well. We've got 3 major arcanas that have come up today, which show that there's some big energy around. So as usual, if you just want to take a moment, take a deep breath, center yourself and see which card that you're most drawn to, and that will be the reading for you. The link is down below. Blessings. Hi, group number 1. So you chose the Justice card. So this is the center card of your reading, and we're just going to put that off to one side for now while we pick the rest of your tarot cards and see what messages from Spirit are coming through today regarding your divine masculine. So Spirit, please bring through clear message for group number 1 regarding their divine masculine today. Please bring through clear energies for card for group number 1 regarding their divine masculine. Okay, so let's turn the cards over and get an overall picture of what energies are coming through. We have the 5 of emotions, traditionally 5 of cups, the High Priestess, 4 of voices, or traditionally that's 4 of swords, the 9 of emotions, got the 10 of emotions, 10 of materials. Wow, back to back there. 10 of cups traditionally that is, and 10 of materials. That's really amazing. 6 of inspiration, traditionally the 6 of wands, 3 of inspiration, really positive group here, like group of cards in this section. We've got the Muse of emotions, the Tower, no need to be scared of the Tower, the Hermit, and 9 of voices. Okay, so this is their energy that we're looking at, and what I'm seeing is, I feel like they've come from a place, so this could be in the past with you, or it could be prior to meeting you. We're looking this as sort of traditionally as a romantic connection, and it looks like that they've come from a difficult place, a place where things were unclear. Sort of with the High Priestess, it's about it encourages you to, you've really kind of got to rely on your intuition. The outward, the 3D world, signs and situations aren't clear, and it's about having to go to within and really rely on your own intuition and your own gut feelings and messages from the other world, so about psychic skills, etc. as well, but really about trusting your own intuition. The Eight of Emotions, or traditionally the Eight of Cups here, is about walking away from a situation that didn't serve them, that was from something or a situation wasn't fulfilling them, wasn't giving them enough. They felt very stuck with the Four of Voices here, the Four of Swords. They felt trapped, stuck in a situation. So this could be their past relationship, how it ended. So this is kind of the baggage or the energy that they're coming through with from the past. Or it could be if you've had difficulties in your relationship in the past, this is how they were feeling. And the Five of Emotions is, it's focusing too much on what isn't there, so on losses. On tradition, you would see an image of, there's 5 cups, 3 are turned over and spilt, and it's about focusing purely on just what is the upturned cups, but there's actually 2 cups that still remain. So it's about cherishing what you do have and shifting out of that energy of lack. So the Five of Emotions really encourages and tells us to, you have to move out of that energy of lack. So I'm seeing, yeah, from the past energy that they've been in, it's a feeling of emotionally not feeling fulfilled, walking away from a situation, feeling stuck and trapped in a situation that isn't the best for them. But we move into the present here, and it's just this amazing transition into fulfillment. So this is where I'm seeing that they're at now. So this could be if the relationship that they've started with you, if it's new, or that they've moved out of that energy and they're now into, so how they're feeling towards you is, there is 10 of Emotions is the exact opposite to all of this. It's complete emotional fulfillment. 10 of Materials is that kind of having everything fit, having the job, having the family, having the stability and security that we all strive for, really. 6 of Inspiration is a card of victory. So success, victory, reaching those goals that you want. The 3 of Inspiration is about looking out onto, what next, everything's going really well, and looking to the future and making plans, because you're coming from a place of fulfillment and stability. So you can now feel inspired and look to the future and think, wow, this is fantastic where I'm at now with this 10 of Emotions, 10 of Materials. So what's the next level that we can take to, and you can look to the future. So this is where I'm seeing that how they're feeling towards you and towards the situation now is like couldn't really be more positive. It's super they see you as their forever person. They see you as their stability, their success, their future. All those dreams coming true of meeting their person, the one that we so many of us kind of like look for. So just, yeah, fantastic to see. And then we're moving further into, so what's coming up, so future energies. We've got the Muse of Emotions, which is similar to the Queen of Cups energy. So it's about being able to freely express yourself. So we can see here a woman. I'm actually, because there's 2 figures in this card as well, I'm seeing that this is your union with this person, that emotions can flow freely. Emotions can be communicated well. This card, the Muse of Emotions as well, speaks of being able to manage big feelings and big emotions, someone who can express themselves and isn't scared of these big feelings that they may be experiencing. Now the Tower comes here because This is about old ways breaking down. So I'm seeing something, a situation, so something for them that it could be a career, or it could be a way of thinking, or a way of, particularly maybe from the past, like a way of thinking a relationship might have to be, needs to break down, and something needs to be built with you, really, from the ground up. So if this is a long-term relationship, if it's been going on for for a number of, if you have history, basically, it's about having to do things differently from how they were done in the past. So if that's with you, or if it's with the past person, old habits have to be completely wiped out in order for the new ways, and on solid foundations this time. Things need to be built, so there's some relearning and some rebuilding that has to be done here. And the Hermit as well, so that's time for the need to look. The Hermit is about going within, so some self-reflection, so this light which they find, which will be inside of themselves. It's not something external, so maybe it's not something as well that you can necessarily teach them. It's something that they have to find out for themselves, be that, with you, alongside of you. They can do that, because I'm seeing the Nine of Swords here. Anxieties and worries come through, that they have a tendency to overthink things, and they can be, I'm hearing, like their own worst enemy at times, with letting the negative thoughts take over, maybe fears of like that things will break down again, or the same thing will happen with their past relationship, or the old difficulties that you've had in the past will resurface. I'm seeing them almost anticipating and predicting that might happen, and they need to manage those anxieties and manage those fears, because this card comes to tell us and remind us that many of our worst fears and worries late at night, that keep us up late at night, will not come true. And it's about having autonomy over your own thoughts and over your own mind, and finding tools and ways in order to do that. So I'm seeing that's something that they need to do. But I am seeing throughout all, I'm seeing like some personal challenges within them, rather than it being triggered by you. I'm seeing that it's like the relationship of this kind of exuberant happiness of getting what you want, and then that fear of losing something that you've wanted and desired for so long. That's really the timeline that I'm seeing. And if things haven't worked out in the past, then it seems to be going so well now that they are almost having that self-fulfilling prophecy that it was going to have to go wrong. It's going too well, which isn't true, which is faulty thinking. The Muse of Emotions here, though, really tells me that in order to navigate this for you both, you need to communicate. And I feel like that is possible, and that's something, it doesn't feel like that, it feels like that's part of your connection already, that's something that's really positive and strong in your relationship, and that's the thread that's going to get you through your divine masculine's fears. I'm seeing a lot of fear with the Tower, the Nine of Voices, stuff that they can only work out themselves with the Hermit. Like it's their issue. It's not coming from you and what you're doing. It's just them getting what they wanted, being presented with, there you go, this is what you wanted, this is the happiness, the stability, the love, the success that you longed for. And now the fear has kicked in that I might lose this. And the Justice card, just to kind of go through this overall, which is at the center of the reading, is about, I'm seeing that they will manage to get through this. With the Justice card, it speaks of literally of like justice being done, so things turning out in your favor. And this, I'm seeing a face like a woman emerging from an old way of being. And I feel like that you will be able to, if you've had difficulties in the past, or if this person, you know, has their baggage, then they'll be able to they will be able to succeed in getting over these fears and shedding that snake skin, that old way of being that they've outgrown, they've outlived it. They need to be able to embrace this new happiness, and kind of let it happen, go with it, and work through their fears. And I'm seeing that if they can keep communicating and stick with it, that's what I'm seeing, that the outcome will be that justice will be done. So group number 1, I hope that resonated for you. If it did, please share your experiences. It's always great to hear from you in the comments. Wishing you all the best with your divine masculine love and light. Hi group number 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the beautiful moon card here. So this is the center of your reading. And what we'll do is we'll just put that to one side for the moment while we pull the rest of your tarot cards and have a look at the overall message and picture that's coming through regarding your divine masculine. So Spirit, please bring clearly through what messages and guidance for group number 2 regarding their divine masculine. What is coming up for this connection for group number 2 with their divine masculine? Okay. So we have the Ace of Emotions, or traditionally the Ace of Cups. We have the Tower. Sorry, upside down, the Tower. 5 of Inspirations, or 5 of Wands. The Fool. Ace of Inspirations, or Ace of Wands. The Lovers. Fantastic to see. 10 of Materials, wonderful as well. And the Page of Voices, some really positive energies coming through here. And then we have the Empress, wow, just getting better. 2 of Inspiration, or 2 of Wands. The Magician, another major arcana, big energies here. And the Queen of Emotions. Okay, so let's just get a sense of... Okay, I feel like your divine masculine has, so this could be in your connection in the past, or just with their in previous relationships, kind of where they've come to when you're before your meeting, or it could be in your past relationship, whatever resonates. I see that with the Tower moment, it's always like the Tower when it appears. I mean, people are scared of this, but it's actually about getting rid of old energy. Like, it can be a shocking event or a sudden event that suddenly it can feel like a big loss. So there's a big change. So it could be that you broke up, or it could be like a past relationship that ended suddenly, but it was a real shock to your divine masculine and kind of made them, resonated with them, that they needed to really rebuild from the ground up and build from a more solid foundation. So that's what it meant to them, this whatever broke down. So it could even be like a job loss, but it affected them deeply. Something of a loss affected them deeply and shook them really to their core, and kind of really changed the way that they began to look at things. With the Five of Inspiration, they're one, so this is again like conflict. It can be inner conflict in them, so working things out, having conflicting ideas and conflicting feeling, not in kind of like an indecision, like different internal parts of ourselves going, oh, you should do this, no, I should do that, I think this is the best way, no, I think that is the best way. Or it could be that there was actually external fighting, so it could be a relationship, a connection where there was, or a situation where there was a lot of conflict. So you'll know if this resonates, if this is something that's come from their past, or if it was the past of between you two. So whatever fits. But I'm seeing sort of conflict. But with this, always the Five of Inspiration, this conflict is something that can be overcome. So it's more superficial, like if there's mean words that have been said, but it's almost like bickering or gossiping, that kind of energy. But with the Fool being here as well, it's like there was a risk that needed to be taken, so to take a leap of faith. In order, with this Tower here, things broke down, and with the Fool next to it, this was the new way of being, this was the new way of life. So if this was, they decided with you, it could be, you know, things need to change, things need to happen differently. So if things ended with you in the past, and then they knew that in order to reconnect, things this second time round, this reconnection needed to be different. The Fool is all about having taken a leap of faith. We see the woman who's heading to sort of literally go off the end of this cliff here, and that's what it can feel like, that you're jumping into nothing and you're doing something. They had this strong sense that they knew they wanted to do things differently. And with the Ace of Emotions, again, this being a new beginning, so with it being an ace, traditionally, you know, this would be the Ace of Cups, so it's love, emotions, that all those feelings, but with it being an ace, I see it in this energy, that it's about a new beginning, a new way of being in love, a new way of having a connection, or if it is a new relationship as well, if it resonates, it's meeting you that changed things for them. So that's also what's coming through for some of you. So if this is a relatively, you know, through meeting you, after this tumultuous situation that they were in, through meeting you, that's what triggered this desire to change and desire to do something differently. So whatever fits. Because then we move into just this really fantastic positive inspiration of, we've got, the Ace of Inspiration, which is about feeling inspired, feeling creative, like a follow-on from this connection that I see them having with you. And actually where they're at now as well, like the Lovers, that they have this bond with you, they have this connection with you that is really strong. They see you, this speaks about you being the one. So the Lovers is, you know, self-explanatory in the sense of this such a strong connection that you have. Ten of Materials is about having it all, so they see you as that person. So the Ten of Materials talks about security, it talks about, you know, having the job, having the family, having the dream, and they see you as that person and their stability, their Ten of Materials, their family, their security, that grounded, they really want that with you. The Page of Voices here is about, it can be, so it's about communication, and sometimes I feel them like coming in hot, like coming in with strong opinions and big dreams. The Page of Voices is powerful energy. It can be like rushing in, so this can be great, but I feel like maybe they're having like a million thoughts an hour, you know, we'll do this, we'll do that. They're making big plans, and there's sort of, maybe you feel like you want to temper this energy a bit, that again, alongside this Ace of Inspiration, which is all about ideas and plans. And it's really wonderful that they feel so inspired and that they want to do all these things, go these places, make these plans, make these future plans of the 10 of materials, you know, buy a house, have children, whatever, you know, fits with you, go travel, whatever. I feel like it's like there's kind of, now they've made this switch into wanting to have this connection with you. There's just a lot coming at you. Maybe you feel like it's going too fast. So that's just something to be aware of. But with the 10 of materials and the Lovers here, their intentions are true, their feelings for you are so strong, and they see their future with you. Moving into the future energies, we kick off with the Empress, which is how I think that they see you. So again, it's a follow-on of from their feelings are just going to build, and that they feel that you're the one, and that the Empress is the accumulation of all the Queen's cards. So the you embody the ideal to them, is what the Empress says to me. So someone who is beautiful, magical, you know, she has the universe within her. She possesses so much power, loving energy. Like I say, the Empress is the epitome of, is the accumulation of the Queen of all the suits. So the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. She embodies all of them in one. So you really are becoming their everything. Further down the line, the Two of Inspiration, again looking to future to make those plans. So I see a progression, like that's a really positive sign of this Ace of Inspiration moving into the Two of Inspiration, that there is a progression of these plans that your Divine Masculine has for the both of you. I feel like it begins to become more grounded, their plans. So as things move forward, it will become more practical, more realistic. And I think that's reassuring for you if that energy makes you feel insecure of, are all these plans actually going to happen? Then I do see that yes, that they will actually become real, and that they will be true to their word as things move forward, because we have the Magician card here, which is about being able to take that which we dream of and bring it into the 3D. So the Magician is the master of manifestation. So I see your Divine Masculine mastering that skill of turning their thoughts and dreams between you and them into actual, tangible, real life results. So whatever that looks like, you know, if it's travel, then they actually do make that happen for you both. Or the house, if you want to move in together, they are true to their word. The Magician, like I say, is the epitome, is the best at harnessing that inspiration and this kind of more dreamlike, you know, big dream thinking into the reality. So that's fantastic to see as well. Just really positive energy coming through, actually, because then we've got the Queen of Emotions here, which is about feeling emotionally fulfilled. So the Queen of Emotions is someone who can communicate about their feelings well. So I feel like they're going to be able to communicate in a loving way. They are going to be able to get better and improve and master their emotions as well. So I don't feel like that's something that's totally out of their depth. But if we go from actually in the past, so I'm just drawn to the Ace of Emotions here, then through this journey with you, they actually come to, we end with the Queen of Emotions. So we started with the Ace and we end with the Queen of Emotions. So that just shows what a journey and what a transformation they're actually going through and will go through with you, and mature emotionally is what I'm hearing as well, so that their emotional maturity will just rapidly increase tenfold. So there's so much growth here that I'm seeing from a place of, you know, the tower of kind of being brought to ground zero, taking that risk and being able to build something really tangible and something really solid and real and grown up by the end of this reading. So we've got the moon here just at the center, which I want to circle back to, because the moon is about, it's really about things unseen. And I feel like that at times that you may feel this, or your divine masculine may feel this, or both of you, but can feel quite insecure and kind of in the dark about the future. And it feels like a lot of just going on, having to trust your intuition of what feels right, and maybe not having all of the information, and having to really just, I'm hearing like sort of just grope in the dark about what the next thing is. But as you go along, each thing is presented to you, and that thing, the energy between you is so positive and will continue to build. But it's this kind of leap of faith energy, and having to trust what, you know, external circumstances might challenge this, and it may seem like just a dream at times, and hard to believe even that things might work out. But from this journey that I'm seeing, this thread coming through, it's encouraging you to believe that that is possible. You know, it's a bit like the art of manifestation, that you know, to really tap into and align with that energy, you have to suspend a certain sense of you have to be in a certain sense of disbelief. So some people call it delusion even, and obviously I'm not really encouraging you to be delusional, but it's just about really having to sort of drop down intuition and trust your feelings, trust your gut, and kind of not get too caught up on what the physical 3D is saying, and that will follow. So the 3D will come, the dreams will materialize, which we see here. So group number 2, I hope that resonated for you. If it did, it's always great to hear from you in the comments, or give me a like, and subscribe to my channel for all future readings. But wishing you all the best love and success with your divine masculine. Love and light. Hi group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the beautiful The World Cosmos card, or traditionally the world. So this is what's at the center of your reading. I'm going to put that to one side for now, and then we're going to pick the rest of the cards regarding your divine masculine, and what's going on with your connection right now, and what will be coming up for you as well. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and ask Spirit, please bring through clear messages for group number 3 regarding their divine masculine. Spirit, please bring through clear messages. What is going on for group number 3 and their divine masculine? Thank you. Okay, so we're kicking off with Major Arcana Strength card. Temperance, another major arcana, big energies coming through, so that's the 3rd one already in your reading. 9 of Voices, and the Hermit, another major arcana. Wow. Okay. 8 of Voices, Ace of Materials, Queen of Voices, Two of Voices. Okay. Ten of Materials. Page of Voices. Six of Materials. Ending with the Queen of Emotions. Okay, so I see your divine masculine. So this could be in the past, before meeting you, or it can be when you were in your connection. So whatever resonates. But I'm seeing them having to do a lot of inner work. So with the Strength card, the Temperance, and the Hermit here, so three major arcanas, these are some big shifts in this person's life. So it could be so they're really, the Temperance is about regaining some kind of balance after a period of upheaval. So if you have been in separation, so I feel like they're having to really, after such a tumultuous time, so this could be, like I say, a previous relationship and they've come to you, meeting you with this past energy, or if this is the past for between your connection, whatever resonates. But after a tumultuous time, they've really had to put a lot of energy into gaining some balance here. So that's what the Temperance card speaks about, and some patience as well. So lots of patience. So if you've had time in separation, I feel like it went on for quite a long time, and that this was, at times I feel like that your person was really frustrated. There was a lot of frustration, and this could be if things have been difficult, like I say, but something required a lot of patience for them. So whatever was causing these difficulties with you, or something else external or in the past, it took a lot of energy and focus for them to kind of keep their cool, really. And with the Strength card, that reiterates that. So having to be really strong, not lose yourself in whatever difficulties were going on. Kind of keep that line, keep connected to yourself, don't lose yourself. Keeping you, the Strength card I always see as well is like keeping your kindness and keeping your flexibility, so your ability to adapt as well, like learning about that in a very difficult situation, not becoming harsh, not becoming, rigid in their energy as well. But they had a lot of worries with the Nine of Voices, a lot of worries, a lot of fears that were coming into their mind. They were thinking the worst. So if you were in a separation, then they could be thinking, that it was kind of really killing them, this separation, and they knew maybe that it wasn't right to reach out to you and communicate, but they were having a lot of negative thoughts in the sense of that maybe it wasn't going to work out, a lot of fears, maybe they weren't going to be able to get out of whatever this challenging situation was for them. But they did the work. The Hermit's here, so they did the work. Which the Hermit is about finding the light within yourself and doing that, taking some time on your own. That all of us have to at some time need to do that, to retreat, take ourselves out of a situation in order to reassess, make the necessary changes, and just have some time out and not have those external voices and influences affecting us. So the Hermit's about learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your own voice, your light. What does your inner light tell you? What does your soul speak to you about? What's the best thing to happen next and the best foot forward? Now bringing us into present energies, I see, so we've got Eight of Voices. I see that those worries are still continuing for your divine masculine, so those fears. Perhaps they don't feel on steady ground with you yet. They're worried that maybe old problems are going to arise, or after this difficult time that they've experienced, they're still just not quite like out of the woods of what they can be their own worst enemy with their thoughts at times, like they're not seeing the situation clearly. So maybe they have some insecurities and you find yourself sort of having to constantly reassure them about you know, that's not going to happen, or we're not going to break up again, or whatever it would be that resonates. But I'm feeling like you're having to reassure them, and if they could just, they're blindfolded here, if they could just take that blindfold off, they would actually see that these fears are unfounded. They are putting, that this person is bound, and they've bound themselves. No one is doing that to them, but their viewpoint, their perspective is skewed somehow, and they're seeing things in a fearful way. But the Ace of Pentacles here is about making real, is about an offer. It's about making real progress. So the practicals is the element of earth. So it's practical, grounded energy. And it's a new beginning here of a strong foundation. So I feel like they are, maybe if they do have these fears, I feel like they are making progress because they've done the work. So it's like they are ready to move forward, but their progress, the Ace of Materials is a bit, I always see it's a bit like it's real progress, but it can be slow progress. So it's a bit those like that hard won energy. But it feels tangible, it feels real, it feels like that their hard work has paid off, and they are making that real progress with you. So that's reassuring to you, that if you feel like maybe you're not in a place where you want to be with them, I feel like there is progress being made, even if it feels like sometimes it isn't. Because we've got the Queen of Voices here, which the Queen of Voices, her power is about cutting through to the truth, so speaking the truth. She doesn't care, she doesn't really care about, she doesn't, what's the word, the best way to put this, not that she doesn't care what people think or feel, but it's like that she is committed to the truth above all else. So it's the truth needs to be spoken. And I'm feeling that your person, this is something that's really important to them. So maybe they were lied to in the past, and maybe they were cheated on, or some third party situation happened in the past, and for whatever reason, whatever's happened to them in the past, this difficult situation, I'm hearing that the truth is just so important to them, and that's kind of where they're tripping themselves up a bit more, because they are overcomplicating things and overthinking things. But it's the truth. I keep hearing that the truth is so important to them. Above all else is that they need to know that this is real. They need to know that this is honest, and they want you to be honest with them, you know, and even if it hurts, even if the truth hurts, I'm hearing they want the truth. The Two of Voices, so this is the crossroads that they're at, and I feel like they're going to have to shift out of make a decision at this time to really, are they going to go all in, or they can't stay where they're at now, basically in this kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy. I'm feeling like they're kind of crucifying themselves on this this insecurity, overthinking energy. I feel like they're going to have to jump into this connection full force or step out of it, but they can't stay in this limbo where they are now. Like, I feel like it's not good for you and it's not good for them, and I feel like you're encouraging, you're sort of having to repeat yourself maybe a lot to reassure them too much, and this can be, you know, this is going to have a detrimental effect on the relationship. So I feel like it's a crossroads, the Two of Voices, Two of Swords at a crossroad. They need to decide, they need to let go of this energy, this overthinking, anxious, insecure energy, and just kind of take a leap of faith. And, you know, they've done the work, they've regained balance, they now need to make that last push to not let their negative thinking and anxieties and fears kind of get the better of them. And moving on to the future energies, I see them being able to do that. Bringing in now, I feel drawn to bring in the world, cosmos, the center even of that energy, which is about closing out a circle. a cycle, closing out a cycle of a way of being. And that's what I'm feeling that they are as they move into the 10 of materials energy, which is fantastic card to see in this reading. It's about security. It's about the 10 of materials is having those dreams, you know, the house, the car, the family, the money, the security, the stability that this person craves. And I feel like that they are their own worst enemy, and that they can close out this cycle of doubt, which I see them being able to do. Then they can have what they want. That's if they take the blindfold off, what they want with you is in front of them. So the Page of Voices, I'm seeing them being able to take control more of their thoughts. The Page of Voices is a much more confident energy, is a much better communicator. So it's a reflection a bit of this Queen of Voices. So I feel like they are being able to, I just see a more confident energy here in communication and in their own mind, that there's a bit more of a light-hearted energy as opposed to these past energies. I feel like they can let go of those darker thoughts and the negativity and move into a lighter energy, because we've got the Six of Materials here, which is the card of reciprocation. So what you're giving, I feel like that they can accept and reciprocate it back to you. So there's a much more flow. Here's the two of you here, of a back and forth. At the moment, I feel like that they haven't been able to maybe let in the love that you're trying to give them, or hear when you say, you know, this is real, what I'm saying, my feelings are real, I'm not going to let you down, I'm not going to do to you what's happened in the past. And I feel that they can start to let that in and hear it and reciprocate it back to you, which is wonderful to see. And then finishing, cycling out on the Queen of Emotions. This popped up in group number 2 as well, and it's about emotional maturity. So that they've done that work at the beginning here, and then I see that they can end out with this, that they're emotionally in a much better place. So that's what's coming up, that they can just be softer, really, like by letting go of those worries and fears that they've got, those insecurities. They just can let in the love more, they can express love better, they can handle the big emotions and big feelings that they're having for you and with you. And it doesn't freak them out, it doesn't scare them like it once did, and that trust can begin to build. So that's like a really fantastic, wonderful energy to cycle out on. So if you are experiencing these difficulties at the moment with your divine masculine and feeling like there's some trust issues here maybe, then you can trust that with this future energy that is going to cycle out, and some stability and some real growth is going to happen, and that this reciprocation is going to come back into this union. So group number 3, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave any comments, it's always wonderful to hear from you. And if you want to subscribe to my channel for all future readings as well. But wishing you all the best with your divine masculine. Love and light.